For well over 2 decades, the BMW X5 has been one of the hottest selling luxury SUVs in its segment and the brand loyalist favorite, as it's still the vehicle of choice from Bavaria in 2023. Now on its 6th year for this generation, it was time for a refresh, as the exterior design and technology was gradually showing its age. But now with the LCI facelift and update, the X5 is primed to once again be a class leader with some new looks and classier cabin to elevate the ownership experience compared to recent prior model years. In a crowded and saturated market, BMW's mid-cycle refresh for this crossover goes far beyond cosmetic enhancements, making this X5 a must-have vehicle this year. So here are 5 reasons why you should buy a 2024 BMW X5. Back in the day, the BMW X5 was the flagship crossover for the brand, but ceded its crown to the X7 late last decade. Now they're joined at the hip, and what you saw for the LCI update for BMW's 3-row SUV last year has made its way on the X5. Immediately, you'll be drawn in by the all-new dashboard layout, with the large 14-inch touchscreen that's home to BMW's iDrive 8 user interface, and the restyled full digital gauge cluster that's more intuitive and interactive than the first iteration it's replacing. As BMW shifts towards a tech-focused cockpit, many of the buttons that were once placed on the dashboard have been removed, moving most of the functions to the head unit. As we saw with the X7, all your climate controls now have a dedicated menu, where on demand you can adjust the temperature for both the driver and passenger and activate the heated steering wheel and heated and ventilated seats. A classy touch, which doesn't show on camera, is the ambient lighting that now illuminates part of the dashboard that was seen in the X7 and iX, bringing some of the qualities and attributes found in the flagship to the X5. More importantly, while the user interface is immersive, you'll still have the rotary dial and quick access buttons to get you to different menus efficiently. While most of the attention will center around the new technology, BMW made vast improvements to the comfort, as the standard Sensafin leatherette upholstery that's matched with the sports seats feels like genuine leather, and is an upgrade over the Sensatec material found in BMWs in the past. You can opt for merino leather if you so desire. However, we don't think that will be necessary, as the interior quality, even for a base X540i, suits the price point. For 2024, the new appearance for the X5 is unquestionably a head-turner, where much like the rest of the lineup, the LCI is more aggressive and dynamic, and you see that with the more pronounced body lines and aesthetics. While not equipped on the model we had featured, the grills can be illuminated through either the M Sport Professional package or as a $500 add-on, following in the footsteps as its larger sibling. However, the brushed aluminum accents on a standard X5 keeps this crossover looking classy. You'll also notice that the headlight housings have been reshaped and thinned out, similar to the X3, but not to the same extent as the X7. Lastly, the front bumper has been slightly remolded, with a more squared-off design, adding some symmetry to the front fascia and giving the X5 more of a sophisticated look than in the past. Then coming around to the back, the most notable cosmetic enhancement will be the LED taillights, with BMW's new X motif that will likely become a signature look for the brand in the upcoming years. The rest of the rear fascia, for the most part, goes untouched, where the rear diffuser for 2024 takes on a slightly different shape. Unlike crosstown rival Audi, the exhaust outlets you see are in fact functional, giving the X5 some sporty qualities. Important to mention for those looking to trade up from an older X5, since the LCI update doesn't alter dimensions, the rest of the road presence and small aesthetics will be identical to last year's model. BMW has been known for many years as being the ultimate driving machine, but to live up to that catchphrase, there has to be a strong and desirable powertrain that keeps you coming back for more. The era of the B58 inline six-cylinder engine has been a special time for the brand, as this motor quite possibly is unrivaled in terms of its overall refinement and intoxicating sound. Better yet, it's paired with the ZF 8-speed automatic transmission that's so responsive, and it's as if you're driving a sports car when accelerating off the line or cruising on back roads. For 2024, the B58 has been revised to increase performance to 375 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque, both of which are healthy increases in performance compared to last year. As we've seen since the 2021 model, a 48-volt mild hybrid system aids in efficiency and does make a minor contribution during heavier accelerations, boosting the torque you'll experience to push the X5 along to achieve a sub 5-second 0 to 60 time. Compared to its domestic rivals, the X5 does feel lighter on its feet and far more agile in the corners. While the steering isn't as tight or weighted as other BMWs in the lineup, the cornering ability is sharp even with a suspension that's not sports tuned or geared towards enthusiastic driving. And that's where opting for the M60i comes in with its own set of advantages. However, you could spend weeks on end test driving competitors throughout this segment, and find that the X540i is superior from a performance standpoint, and could make a case for itself as being one of the more opulent options in this price range. Luxury SUVs often possess one dominant personality trait, whether that's being higher quality, soft, plush, and somewhat sedated from an enthusiast standpoint, or you're getting a crossover that's unquestionably luxurious but fun and enticing to drive, where you may not feel it's necessary to beg for a stronger engine or stiffer suspension. The X5 is a well-rounded midsize crossover that adapts to any environment or lifestyle depending on the buyer. It's accommodating for families, it's modernized with the LCI facelift to appeal to tech-focused shoppers that want German engineering, and its on-road composure keeps you fully engaged on those longer road trips or tedious weekday commutes. Unlike the Volvo XC90 or Genesis GV80, the X5 isn't solely designed and purposed to be your typical everyday luxury SUV. You're going to enjoy every aspect of this vehicle. When you delve into the utility this crossover is offering, second-row passengers will have plenty of legroom. In fact, the X5 outclasses many within this segment, where occupants won't feel cramped or claustrophobic. And with the higher roofline and panoramic moonroof, the cabin does appear to be larger than it truly is. Compounding the interior space is the almost 34 cubic feet of room behind the second row seats, providing the cargo capacity to load up the X5 with travel cases and bags to go on that weekend getaway with the family. Better yet, while having the same intangibles as competitors, it's not simply one-dimensional, and instead is well balanced, where you'll never feel as though the X5 is compromising luxury for performance or vice versa. With a starting cost of just over $65,000, the BMW X5 is one of the more expensive midsize luxury crossovers on the market today, as a base xDrive 40i model comes well equipped and isn't powered by a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine as we've seen from a growing number of competitors. What paying extra gets you is a crossover that feels premium on the inside with a modern interior, while also having a driving experience that few can match without negatively impacting ride quality with a sports-tuned suspension. In regards to the BMW lineup, the X5 is a leap above the X3, with better practicality and overall passenger volume, making it a family-friendly SUV that even today in 2023 has the demeanor and elegance of a flagship crossover, without having to go upmarket for an X7. All in all, the X5 is the best of both worlds for someone looking for an upscale daily driver, while still receiving exhilarating performance to motivate and inspire you to get behind the wheel every day. We hope you enjoyed this quick buyer's guide for the 2024 BMW X5. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you're interested in buying an X5 or any other midsize luxury crossover, make sure to check out our full reviews to help you find your next vehicle. And thanks for watching!